Okay, so my name's April Fezek. As most of you know, I am an angelic medium. I used to do live readings years ago, so this is really fun to me to get back into it, but having kids and my work schedule doing this, like I do this professionally full time, has kind of like really slowed me down in getting back to doing live readings. So this is a fun way of connecting with everyone all the way across Canada, and we can get started. Okay. So I'm going to start out by connecting to the angels. Anything that comes through for me, I'll tell you. And then if you have any questions or anyone you want to connect with, you could definitely let me know after. So the life reading is life, career, finances, love life, anything about anyone alive. So your questions could be anything about that. Your questions could be also on a mediumship aspect. Okay. So I know we're short for time, but normally when you do a live reading, you have an audience full of say 40 or 80 people, and you have 2 hours and you try to get through as many as you can. Here I structured it differently where I was forcing myself to get through 12. I'm just going to connect and ask what they say. Just 1 second. Oh, wow. They're saying like you have a beautiful heart and soul around you and you give so much to everyone, and they definitely want to thank you. And it's really cool that they came in right away to say that, because you do a lot of service to others and you help a lot of people a lot, and it's tiring and exhausting some days and you're on your feet a lot. So they're just saying thank you for your service. There's a lot of pressure right now on you. They're saying it kind of looks like work, and it's creating some unbalance in your body. So they definitely want to do a healing for you. And there's some people in your family that have passed on that you wanted to bring through today to connect with. So that was kind of seems like your main priority. And you want to make sure that it sounds like also looks like work, that you want to make sure that you're navigating in the right spot. So is that kind of where you wanted to go, the questions today?
Yeah, work has lots of stress, I think, and really exhausted lately.
Okay. So they're going to do, as we're talking, they're going to do healing on you. So that's definitely going to clear everything out. And when I look at your job, I just want to see what they were getting at because I'm going back. Okay, so they were talking about you're on the right path. You are on the right path. It's really windy right now, but it's exhausting because you're trying really hard and you're trying to please a lot of people and do a lot of things. So it's just hard because you care a lot. So they're going to balance that for you. And they say your job's going to get easier in the coming months, in the sense that things are going to balance out and it won't be so tiring for you because they're changing the energy for you. You're still going to have the longer hours and you're still going to be on your feet a lot, but your feet aren't going to hurt. And they're kind of saying like putting some inserts in your shoes would really help you. And with your job, there's going to be a change coming up in the future. It's almost like it's going to sidetrack you in a good way. So you think you're going this way and it's going to come and hit you this way. And there's going to be more money and more opportunity. So it's like all your hard work is going to get paid off. And your schedule is going to change a little bit in the future, where you have a little bit more time at home and you can do more at home. Yeah, that's kind of what they're saying. So what's your question about work?
I'm not sure if I have an exact question about it.
Okay.
It's just kind of, yeah, I'm not sure. It's kind of like it up in the air with what's going on in the world, and just kind of, I don't know. I've just been so exhausted lately, and that's okay. I guess.
I understand. Okay. So they're definitely going to be working with you. So tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up, you're going to feel a lot better. And a lot of the stuff that's kind of like sitting in the lower abdominal area is going to be clearing out for you. So that's going to be feeling really good too. And then who you wanted to bring, like connect with 2 people around you, it kind of looks like. Was that the other place you wanted to take this?
I guess there's been people on my thoughts, I guess, if that's what you mean, like an uncle of mine.
Okay. That's cool. He comes through a lot for you. He's really, really loud. for you. He kind of whispers in your ear. He's on your, I see him on your right hand side, but he's done things to get your attention and to let you know he's around. And it's like one day you traveled someplace to connect with him, and the reading didn't come through and you were disappointed. He's also showing me that you can hear him sometimes. It's almost like you can imagine him being there saying good job or proud of you. It's like you have a connection, like a deep connection to him. I see him with like, he seems a little bit taller, but that's the way I'm seeing him. And I see like brown hair, and used to always pull his socks up. I don't know, that's a big thing for him. And he was always really warm and kind and caring, and he could talk a lot, just express himself a lot. And he took the time to be with everybody, and he just had this space of love. Like he really loved everyone around him very, very deeply. And he says when he passed, it was like a big hole in everyone's heart. And he had a special connection with you. Like you took the time out whenever you could, whenever you were around, to be with him and connect with him. So is there anything you want to know from him?
I can't think of anything at
Okay.
the moment. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I always like to
Um,
ask to make sure, because some people have questions and stuff like that. So was there any specific questions you had? Because I could just keep looking. I have another minute.
You know, I have such pain in the back of my head, like such pain lately, and it comes and goes. It's been a while since I've had it, but it's back again. And I don't know, do you see anything with that?
Okay. There's it kind of like flashes straight across, it looks like, and then it goes up every once in a while. So you find it like it's kind of like across and then up. So it kind of starts like with neck tension, it looks like. Is that true?
Yeah, I got lots of that. Yeah.
Okay. It kind of looks like your vertebrae is really tight there. So the angels are going to go in and loosen that, and then your neck muscles, they'll loosen that. But it's not anything scary or anything. I don't see that. I just see it's a lot of where you carry your stress right now. And it's when you're working, you're kind of like, you're hunched up a little bit without meaning to be, and you're doing like a lot of things up here. And so that's creating a lot of tension. And it's like one day, I don't know if you were lifting something heavy, but you kind of twisted your head. So you kind of created a little extra neck strain there. So that's what they're clearing out for you. And I see that it comes and goes. It's not always consistent. So, and some days when it comes, it kind of hits more towards the end of the day. Is that kind of right? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what they're going to do is they're just going in there and they're pulling that out, but it almost looks like your vertebrae is really tight there, just compression, right? So they're just going to loosen that off, and then the chronic neck pain. We hold energy in spots that become chronic. So they're just clearing that out for you. So that'll be really good. And then you find that when the neck pain starts, it's like your eyes start going a little bit buggy. And
yeah.
then you feel really exhausted after. It seems like it just wears you right out. So that's what they want to clear out for you, because when it comes, it's like you're like, oh, I just want to go to bed now. It's done. So and then one day it almost seems like it hit you when you were driving home one day. It was like you're driving home and it hit you and you're like, oh no, like you gotta focus. So and then that was the day that your uncle was around you too. So that's cool. Your uncle gave you a gift a long time ago. It's like, looks like a letter or a card or something. You should look back in your memory piles for it. So he's pointing to that. That's something he has. And there's a special picture on your shelf with him, it looks like. So small. That you're in it with him. So
Okay, I'll have to
look for it. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else before we move to the next person?
No, I think that's good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Hi. Okay, so let's see what they say. You've been back and forth lots somewhere and organizing things and resetting things up and children and, as we know, children and okay, this is a big one. There's kind of like there's some stuff coming up. So what I'm getting is where you are right now, it's like pushing back against you. There's a little bit of that, and there's a little bit of like fear, but there's a little bit of happiness and a little bit like being where you're supposed to be. I'm not really sure. Like there's a whole lot going on in there. So it's almost like there's like lots of emotions around you right now. It's the best way I can describe it. So just kind of swirling around you. And you're trying to get some clarity and you're trying to ground yourself and you're trying to figure out where you're going and where things are moving and how things are supposed to be working out. But it kind of seems like you're struggling with that too, because you're starting something like it looks like for work and stuff, and you're trying to head in that direction and you're trying to get things going where you want them to be. And it's like your last like in the past, everything like really pushed against you and exhausted you, and it seemed like things were easier moving forward where you are, but you're just kind of like not sure some days. So does that seem about right?
Yeah.
Okay. They want you to know that everything is going to be okay, that you are in the right spot right now. Don't question it. Everything happens for a reason, but you're going to have more happiness in your practice where you are and more joy. It's gonna make things easier for you. You're gonna be able to have more leniency in doing what you want, and things are gonna come kind of like toppling down, not in a negative aspect, but where it's just gonna be easier for you, almost like you can breathe again. And you're gonna have more joy. It's like you're feeling kind of like closed in, almost trapped, like you like your options were limited. And I don't know where that is in time frame, but they're saying things are definitely getting easier for you. And you're changing kind of like direction for where you're going for work. It's kind of like you're doing one thing over here and you're doing something else over here. And it's been kind of like a mess to sort everything out and to get everything to where you needed to be and where you're going. But it feels a little bit lighter, but sometimes you're still like, I hope I made the right choice. But you're going into a whole different aspect. It's like you're changing your job a little bit more for where you are. So are you changing your job?
But first of all, I'm doing something new, like I'm doing just virtual now.
Yay.
And I'm considering enrolling in an energy healing course.
There's the something new.
Different, yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. Like I'm just about to enroll and start something new. So yeah.
Perfect. Remember how they were saying, like, you know, your pathway and where you're going, it's a good move and it's gonna work out really good for you and you have more leniency, right? Yeah. That's what they're saying, is because of where you are, you actually have the opportunity to have that leniency, to have that movement. So it's good where you are. They understand that getting to where you are was really hard and there was a lot of big decisions, but you will be happier in the end. You're not going to stay forever where you are. There's still going to be more of a shift or a move, it looks like, but you'll figure out a way to make everything work for you. And the income that you're looking for will start coming in. It's just like you're still working the uphill stuff. You're still doing like all that back end stuff, but it's still going to start coming in for you. So, and money in the household in general will start coming in. It's there's been some movement there and more is coming in too. So I see that that's a big thing. So just making sure you guys are going to be okay. And there's more people around you now, so that it seems like your family has gotten bigger. So I still see the 2 kids, husband, but it's like your family's gotten bigger, so there's more, I don't know, friends or family around you right now. I don't know, it's bigger.
Yeah, we moved back, right, to Yorkton.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's okay. So yeah, so we were quite lonely in Ottawa. So in Yorkton, we're back to with family. So yeah,
Okay. That's why they're
Yeah.
saying for family.
Yeah.
Perfect.
makes
Okay.
total sense. Yeah.
Yay. So what
Yay.
questions do you want to know or ask?
I don't know. My mom was in my dreams a couple nights ago, so I just don't know if she's there or if there's something she wants to say.
And your mom had like brown, kind of wavy or curly hair, kind of looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
And she had, I don't know if this is something she complained about, but she's pointing to a bigger brow, which is like indicative of your family. I don't know. She's like doing this.
Sure.
And you've changed glasses, she keeps saying. You've changed
I
glasses.
just changed my glasses. Yeah. Yeah.
She says you're way too hard on yourself. Okay, you're way too hard on yourself and you're way too critical, and you're really, your stress is also held in your stomach. But you need to let that go. She came to you in your dreams. Oh, she came into your dreams. Was it like about 5 weeks ago? Kind of like that?
No,
Seems
just
like
a couple nights ago,
Oh, a
I
couple
think.
nights ago. Okay, let me grab that. Okay, there we go. To tell you that things are going to be okay. And you worry about your youngest daughter a lot. It seems like there's a lot of fear there every once in a while, just making sure your kids are okay and stuff like that. And then there's like some resistance with the older one, but you just worry, and she's like, everything's going to be okay. You're in a good spot. But you smelled her perfume too. Did you smell it? Like, that was a while ago.
I'm not sure. Her perfume or
Yeah, just like a perfume smell.
I'm not sure.
Okay, pay attention to that, because sometimes she's telling me like she'll do a perfume smell for you. So,
Okay.
and what's the other thing she wants to say? Your online work seems to be a little bit stressful, gives you headaches and stuff sometimes. So you just need to take a little bit more break in between, like just even like stretch your neck and stuff like that. And it will get easier, and kind of like lift your screen up a little bit, she says. And brighten your screen. It'll be different for you. So are you getting headaches and stuff on your work?
But I've always had neuralgia, so that's something I've had for a long time. So yes, it happens.
Okay. She says that will help reduce some of the strain for you. So,
Okay.
and then you have 2 energy healing things you were thinking of doing. One starting soon and one in the future. There's like 2 things you were talking about, she says, or thinking about.
Okay.
So the second one you're thinking about will come later on, and you'll be doing that one too. And then you'll work that one in your practice. You'll find a way to do that. So, okay. Anything else? Any other questions or anything?
That's
No.
good.
Okay, thanks, Marie. Anyways, I gotta go. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much for letting me go like 15 million years over.
Thank you, April.
Okay, bye.